Okay, I'm on Google Map in Dafen, and the reason I'm doing this video is because a bungalow came up here today, an old age bungalow, on the council list. They give a list now of empty bungalows and houses every Friday. And one came up here well, there's one empty here that came up on the list today, and I had to go and have a look at it, even though I don't want a bungalow down here, because I want to move away from this hill on the Commander side of Pontiac that I'm living in a two-bedroom bungalow up in the hill here, and I want to move to a flat and be near my daughter, live in Croissants or Trevach or something like that. But I took a look at this bungalow because I didn't know there was old age bungalows in Dafen. Of course, they never used to be when I used to stay there, because I stayed a lot in Dafen when I was young. And I'm not sure which bungalow this is now that's empty. And it is, I had a good look at it and showed inside and outside, and it's a beautiful, well-made bungalow, but not for me. Anyway, I couldn't get over that there was old age bungalows, because I'll go over here now and show you why I was interested in having a look at this bungalow, because I got family all over Dafen. We're down here now and go to Glaswyn, where I used to stay when I was a little boy. And it's down here on the right. I think it was it this? No, I think it was this house here. This house here. I think it was this house here, and I think it was that bedroom up there, because my mother lived here. My mother was on 11, and believe it or not, was brought up in this house in Dafen. 11 children and the parents, back in 20s and 30s, of course. And every school holiday, well, we were nine children ourselves, and every school holiday, my mother used to get us all to stay with relatives in Dafen. And she had, of course, 6 brothers and sisters. So I had 6, in all, 10 aunties and uncles living in Dafen. And I used to come and stay here with my grandparents. And my Uncle Ken was single then, and I think it was this bedroom. I used to sleep in the double bed with Uncle Ken. And back then, there was a hill going down here. It's all changed. I'm going back now to the 50s. It's all changed now. There was a hill going down here, and there was a tip down the bottom of Valley Wall. You could walk to Valley Wall, and I made a lot of friends living around here back then. I don't know where they are now. I got no idea what their names are. And I got to say, I think this is house anyway. And I got to say, my grandmother was such a nice woman. But I was afraid of my grandfather. He was very strict to us. Yeah, so I got a lot of family around here, and in and around Dafen, I got 32 first cousins, and they've got 70 children between them. And they're all living around here. And I never knew there was old age bungalows. Well, I remember these bungalows. These bungalows were here when I used to come down and stay in Dafen, but they didn't have these bungalows. These weren't here then. because I think these were built in the 60s. Yeah, so all my family, a lot of family living in and around Dafen. And I know a lot of people living here as well. I still got, I think there's, yeah, two uncles left now. Uncle Ken and Uncle Hugh, out of the 11 children, are still left. The rest have suddenly gone. And there's one or two cousins gone. Yeah, this is Dafen Llanelli, where I used to stay when I was little. Well, not only me, we all used to stay with different relatives. My brothers and sisters would go to their aunt, some auntie or uncle, everybody was different. And I had to stay with my grandparents. And like I say, my grandmother was, well, Mum Dafen, we used to call her. And we used to call my grandfather Dad Dafen. Mum and Dad Dafen. Of course, they died back in the 60s, I think. Late 60s, 70s, something like that. Okay, then I'll finish. I'll put this on YouTube.